game in the Twin Cities.
Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And some room to maneuver. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And he's got some space here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, Eckler. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Purdy. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Open man, it's Langer. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, this defense for the Chargers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll run to Nwangu. Well, he shifts past him, and he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Vikings are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, complete to Anderson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joey Bosa charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And some room to work. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
It's Eckler again. Taken down at the 42. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now it's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to Spiller on second down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass, eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
After a string of healthy seasons, injuries finally caught up to Allen again in 2022, but he still managed over 700 yards in 10 games and is in a great spot to become just the second Charger to reach 10,000 career receiving yards. He makes a really nice play there for a first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check
Final
in
adjustments
with
being made in the locker room. We're just about ready for the second half
Coach
from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just the one touchdown in that first half, 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Davis now to return it. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. A give. Eckler running to the right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 1. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did. Play action. Now Purdy. That's caught
field by Addison. 36 yards on the play.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on first down, it's Purdy. Being chased out left. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Eckler, they run left side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Herbert. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. On second down, here's the Longu. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll check that down to Longu out of the backfield. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be fourth down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. The Charger drive about to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold here. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. Up the middle with Eckler. 106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. Completes this to Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Let's go! Right now, let's go get 6! We're having some good plays today! Here we go! Big play, let's pick it up now! Come on!
And they will take a knee here. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say.